Hi everybody, Eugene here with Darkroom Software. As you know, it's getting a little bit chilly outside. Halloween's just around the corner. In this video, we are going to think a little bit outside the box. That's one of the nice things about Halloween. It allows us to be a little bit creative and play with some fun ideas. And that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to be printing with a larger size rather than the 2x6 or 4x6. We're going to jump up to 6x8. We'll cover what you need to do for that. And then we're also going to play with some AI options, and we're going to make fun little movie posters. I have one right here, but let's go ahead and jump right into my computer and see how this is all set up. Okay, for this setup, what we're going to be using is Print Alternate. We have a few different options that you can choose from for our mini movie posters. And if we switch to our screens menu, you can see I have a zombie, I have a witch theme, and I have a fighter pilot. Okay, so if we switch back to our output menu and click choose, we have these three options. These are our posters. We'll go ahead and double click on them, and the AI option that we're using currently is going to be PhotoMaker 2. I click edit, we should be able to see the prompt that was added. So the cinematic movie style portrait of a fighter jet pilot on an aircraft carrier. And I'll include these templates along with the DVD cover option, which would require a little bit different printer, but I'll include those so you can play around those if that's something that you're interested in. But we have 3 different templates all set up on 6x8, and each one has their own graphic and own separate AI prompt. And all 3 of them are using the PhotoMaker 2 AI option. And we double click on this one, we can see this one is for my zombie. So we'll go ahead and click OK. And if we switch back to our output menu under Print Alternate, we have the witch, our zombie, and our aviator. So that's kind of how it's all set up in the output menu. We'll switch back over to our screens menu and see these buttons are actually assigned to those Print Alternate options. So the witch was the first one. And you can see it's Print Alternate 1 plus start. If I click edit, we can see that a little bit clearer. And then our zombie. Oops. Print Alternate 2 and start. In this for the fighter pilot, we have Print Alternate 3. And these are all graphics. You can see that it's a graphic button that I've added with a silhouette and then that booth command. And that's what's controlling and choosing what template based on the selection in the screen that will be printed out. So they get to choose what style they want. So that is the setup here. Now, one thing that's pretty important, a lot of people will think that because they have a 4x6 printer that they're ready for 6x8 printing, but media actually controls the size of the print. So if you have 4x6 here, that would be for a 4x6 print. This is 6x8 media. The paper is 6 inches wide, but the actual ink ribbon is only 4 inches wide or 8 inches wide. Or you can also do 6x9. And then with some other printers, they do allow you, if you have the 6x8 media, you can then do panoramics. So those are pretty fun. But your media determines, and specifically the ink ribbon determines the size print. So just because you have a 6-inch roll of paper doesn't necessarily mean you're ready for 4x6. And you'll want to contact your media supplier and for this, order a box of 6x8 media if this is something you want to do. And then for the DVD covers, that's actually printed on, I have an example right here, printed on 8.5 by 11, I believe. or this one was printed on 8x11. I'm using a DX100 to print these, but you can use a document printer that's set up for 8.5x11 as well. And originally, whenever I was building this, you can see the original idea was DVD covers. Those are kind of fun. These, just because I'm kind of a fun guy, what I plan on doing is next time I'm at a friend's house that has a DVD collection, I'm going to just slip that in. And a few years down the road, they'll notice it and give me a call, just say hi. But we'll include the screen template, the mini poster template, which is 6x8, and then the templates for the DVD covers if you want to play with around. And that will be all on the Help Center. There'll be a link in the description if this is something you want to play around with. So now that we see how it's all set up, let's go ahead and start the booth, and we will choose, let's go with the fighter pilot. Okay, and then what's going to happen, you can hear in real time how long it takes to process that AI image. It should take just a few seconds, and then you'll hear my printer kick in the background. So it should be just a minute, and there it goes. So that gives you kind of an idea of how long you'll want to expect for the AI to process, and that does vary based on your internet speed, because it is uploading an image and downloading it back. So the image is printing right now. I have a few examples. One I already showed you, that's what the zombie looks like, and each time it will be a different rendering. And here's fighter pilot with the naval aviator movie, and I know everybody is wanting to see this Way of the Witch. There's me as a witch. So, and then same thing, DVD cover, there's back, and then I'll be sure to include those templates. Hopefully this has been fun, and maybe is stirring up some of those creative juices for your next holiday party. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.